We are Dina and Steve, and this is our travelling companion, Yummy. We have finally come to the stage in life where we are now on our ultimate adventure, living full-time in our caravan while exploring this beautiful country of Australia. There's a lot to discover, so we invite you to come along with us and follow our channel, Winging It Down Under.
Everybody.
Morning.
So this morning we're just leaving Chinchilla Weir and we're heading out towards Mitchell Weir, and then after that we're going to go to Charleville and then start heading south towards Burke, Dubbo, work our way down to the snow. So
yeah, that's the way we're going.
That's our plan at the moment, but those plans are never set in concrete.
Like the trucks come off the road.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's on the actual wrong side of the road, facing the wrong way, so. It's second truck crash we've seen since we've been travelling.
Yeah, true. Bugger.
Yeah, hope he was alright. So that truck accident that was back there, was that someone in a stolen car, was it?
Apparently, yeah.
So we've just heard the truckies talking to each other, and apparently somebody stole a car last 1 o'clock this morning it was. Someone stole a car, fell asleep at the wheel and went under the truck and then got out and hijacked another car and then bloody took off to Chinchilla.
Wow.
So that's what actually happened with that truck.
That is messed up.
That is messed up.
Jeez.
That's really bad. You're clear.
Thank you. You have a lovely day.
Thanks, mate. You too.
We came into Mitchell yesterday, found ourselves a nice little camp spot, and today we're doing our usual thing, and that is we're going to the local sawmill down here and we're going to pick up some firewood, some nice cypress.
Yep, easy to chop, burns easily.
Good for kindling.
Yeah, it's good for nothing anyway, so they're happy for you to take it because they've just got to get rid of it, so go and get some. And
we do that every time we come here because we know where it is now.
Just head towards the tip and you'll find it. You go right past it. So we'll go and get a ute load today and then I'll spend half the day chopping it all up so it's all ready to burn.
You love doing that.
Oh, well, gives me something to do, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go and get some wood.
The pile's depleted.
But these will be alright. These will split up okay.
That used to be a big massive pile back in the day.
Yeah, and all thick stuff. There's no thick stuff here, it's all gone. Alright, so that'll probably do for tonight. I'll split some of this up into really fine stuff just to start the fire tonight. And that's about it. A little bit more axe work and then I'm done for the day.
Good on you, Steve. I like your little, whatever that is.
Makes your fire pit. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, you've dismantled your fire pit.
Yeah. You have a fire going too long in the stainless mesh that goes on there when it's up off the ground.
Yeah.
It'll eventually burn through it, so I figure I can have a fire on the ground here, so So this morning, Dina's making a bit of a treat for me. We're going to have some scones made in the camp oven. So
Yeah.
Dina will do the preparation work and then I'll light the fire.
Yeah. Yep, we thought we'd do something a bit different this morning for Becky.
Yeah.
Okay, so my recipe is 3 cups of self-raising flour. 3 tablespoons of icing sugar and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So this recipe doesn't use butter. A lot of scone recipes you put butter into it and rub it in with your fingertips. But this one I use cream. So that's the fat content. So 1 cup of cream. Yummy. Up, up, up. Right, 1 cup of cream. Yummy, you're making it difficult. You're making it difficult. And 1 cup of milk. So I'm using almond milk because that's what we use in our coffee. It's the only milk we've got. Right, 1 cup of milk. Right, mix it all in. Basically just bring the ingredients together. Might need a bit more flour now. Wet. Alright, I added a little bit more flour because it was a bit wet, so pretty much that's it. We'll put them in the camp oven. There you go, there's my scone mix. I did add a little bit more flour because the mixture was a bit wet. So now I'll just cut out the scones, put them in the camp oven. And away we go. So I've decided I'm going to put them in this cake tin here, in the camp oven itself. So hopefully that'll stop it from burning on the bottom and sticking on the bottom of it. So I might give that a bit of a grease up and chuck them in there. Yummy. Size. Alright, now I just have to whip up some cream, get the jam out and wait for Steve to make coffee. So 3 tips for scone making. Tip number 1, don't overwork the dough. Tip number 2, put the scones close together so if they're going to go anywhere they're going to go up and not spread out. And tip number 3, don't try and make scones with a bird. Steve's doing his thing outside, building up the fire. And Yummy's eating scone dough. Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, honey.
The coffee cheers.
All right, let's have a look at it.
Check the scones. Oh yeah.
I think we need more heat on top.
Oh, they're looking good, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put more heat on top. Looking good.
I'll put some new coals up there.
Oh yeah, they're done, Steve.
Awesome.
Yeehaw!
How good is
And
that?
they're not burnt. And we should probably try and get them out of that
Righto.
thing so it stops cooking.
Yep, okay.
There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, they're not burnt.
Wow, look at that. How good is that?
That's good, Steve. Now what are you going to do?
This is the double flipper.
Success.
The double flipper.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, all right? Wow, look at that. Bloody delicious. Really nice, like really nice.
That's enough, Joey. That's enough. Good boy, Joey. Good boy. Well, you've met the dog. G'day, and welcome to the Great Artesian Spa.
Nice and warm.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, it's cold out here. I'm coming in.
Morning, everybody. So this morning we've done something completely different. We are at the Mitchell Spa, hot water spa pool. So we've just had a spa, which was really nice, and we've got a bacon and egg and hash brown roll on the way. They said it's 37 degrees or something, 37 degrees. So you get out and you just feel like your body just feels like
Yeah, relaxed.
Totally
it's
relaxed.
It's a nice start to the day.
nice
And
start.
we'll come back this afternoon.
Yeah, come back to Savo and have another swim. And so we've got a 2-day pass, and they've also got concessions here if you've got a concession card. So if you come to Mitchell, definitely worth coming. Come and have a swim. So we are here at the Mitchell Courthouse. This is where the last bushrangers were caught and tried. What they were tried for was they were stealing cattle and horses, and the police tracked them down and there was a shootout. And in the shootout, a couple of the police were killed. So they were tried for murder. They were both found guilty, and the sentence for one was life with hard labour, and sentence for one of the other brothers was the death penalty. And he was put to death at Bogger Road Jail, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, and all happened in this courthouse,
It all happened in this courthouse, yeah. So
in this area.
there's all these plaques here with heaps and heaps of writing all about it. So we're just going to have a bit of a look through here, have a bit of a read through. Well, Dina will anyway. And then we're going to go for a drive out to where they captured them.
Yeah,
So there's some
monument.
monuments west of here where they captured them, or south of here actually.
So apparently these guys were the last Australian bushrangers.
Yeah, last Australian bushrangers. So so we'll go for a drive after this. We'll go for a drive out there and have a look at the monuments out there.
In 1902, local bushrangers Patrick and Jimmy Kenniff were convicted for the murders of Constable George Doyle and Albert Dalkey, which took place on 30th of March 1902.
So we just pulled up and spoke to the I like talking to people. Just pulled up and spoke to the bloke there on a quad bike on the side of the road there. A farmer, and he was saying that the cattle that we just went through on the road, they've got 1,000 head of cattle, and they're just moving them to another paddock here. So we thought it might have been the big cattle drive that's coming out from Longreach, but apparently they're still out there. They haven't got here yet. There's a really big cattle drive coming from Longreach in this way, so he reckons it'll be a few days before they get here. But anyway, that's quite interesting, that. All right, onwards and upwards, off to the Bushrangers. So we're just pulling into Arrest Creek. This is apparently where they caught up with them. This is the monument. Okay, so this monument is a structure showing you that what actually happened. So basically, this is one of the Kenniff Brothers that went down. They got him. The two officers got him, and then this one here is facing the other way. That's the Aboriginal tracker that was sent back to get the handcuffs. So they captured him, sent the tracker back to get the handcuffs, and when he was going back to get the handcuffs, these two constables were shot and killed. So yeah, that's what it depicts. That's what this sculpture depicts, apparently. Yeah. So, bit of Australian history.
With the fall of the Kenniff Brothers in 1902, the sun set on a wild chapter of Australian history. Their capture and conviction marked not just the end of two outlaws, but the final echoes of the Bushranger legend.
Morning, everybody. So, very exciting day for us today. Yes, finally, we're going to pick up Starlink.
Steve is so excited.
I'm so sick of not being able to get YouTube, not being able to get signal on the phone properly in different places. I mean, like, we're only here, like probably not even a kilometre out of town, and the signal is just ridiculous. Like, you know, it's on and off. Like, and this is Mitchell. Like, it's not. We're not in the middle of remote Australia or something. It's just hopeless. So it's going to cost, I think, $190 a month or something for it, whatever. But you know what? It's worth it, because
we've been putting it off, thinking, we'll be right while we're in these little towns, going through these little, you know, coastal, or not coastal, but little inland towns. We'll get signal, but you just don't. No.
You just don't get signal. It's hopeless.
So we're off to get our mini Starlink.
Starlink Mini. Yep.
Picking it up at the post office.
Yep.
Right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's get the Starlink.
Get the Starlink. Yeah, can't wait.
Steve's been waiting for this day.
All right, we've got it. All right.
Okay.
There it is. Nice and small. All right.
Yeah, nice and small.
So that's for your 240. So we probably won't use that very much. That's from your 240 plug.
Oh, okay.
Starlink, but we bought this here and this cable, which will connect us straight to the box, so we can use 12 volt. It's got the right end on it, see, for the Starlink. Got to have that end on there, and then it's got this end here, which goes into your plug, straight in here, and away you go. 140 watts. This is the dish. This is what comes in the box. The dish. That's your 240 cable and your 240 plug to go in when you run on 240. That's for sitting it on the ground when you want to sit it on the ground, and that clips into the bottom of this if you want to put it onto a pole. You just wind that out, sit it on the end of the post if you want to get it up high on a post or something. So what we bought extra was we bought this here, this adapter, which is a 165 watt adapter, so we can run straight into the cigarette lighter and run the Starlink. And we had to buy that cable, which is a 5-meter cable, which obviously one end plugs into your adapter and the other end just plugs straight into your Starlink. So it gives us 5 meters. But I've got a couple of heavy cables that are have got Anderson plugs on that have got an adapter on the end that I can get more distance if I have to. So I've got about probably 30 meters of cable, 35 meters of cable if we need it, so to extend it. So, but we won't need that. Very rarely we'd need that much cable. So, okay, so that's our stand. This one here just plugs in down the bottom here. Like so. Got a waterproof rubber around it, stop any water getting into it. 140 watts. Put it into that one, I think. Put it into the big one. It's got plenty of power. That plugs into there. And then we have a cigarette lighter on the outside of the caravan. Okay, that's in. Got a little green band of light around there that tells you you're plugged in. You've also got a little red light on your plug just to tell you it's getting power. Good morning, everybody. So, just a little follow on from our Starlink setting up. So, originally we were plugging the Starlink in here to the cigarette lighter in here. We're plugging it into the cigarette lighter here and just spraying it out and putting it on the ground somewhere. But I can't really leave it out if you go away, and don't really leave it out, like leaving it out overnight and stuff in case somebody decides they need it more than us. So I found a better place to put it, and I'll show you what I did with it. So what we do now is, or what I do anyway, is we've got a cigarette lighter right here near the door. So I just plug it into the cigarette lighter there, run it across. I've got a couple of little hat holders there that I use. Run the cord up there, and then I run it through the skylight here, and I just sit the Starlink up on the roof of the caravan. With our skylights, we can lock them 5 mil up off the bottom so that I can still run the cable out, and that cable is not getting squashed by the skylight. It's actually up off the cable, so it's just running underneath it. It's up about that high, the skylight, but it's still locked so people can't get in. It just means that if it's raining or muddy or whatever, we don't have to muck around putting it on the ground in the mud. We don't have to worry about getting a stand to put it up high. It's actually on the highest part of the caravan, up on the roof. Just sits between the two solar panels, and we get really good signal. And yeah, we don't have to worry about people knocking it off because it's up on the roof of the van. So that's what we do with ours anyway, and it seems to work really well. And as far as using the Starlink, I'm very impressed with it. It is really good. Like, we love it. Well, I do anyway. Dina does as well, because she can do her editing and stuff anywhere, anytime. The uploads are way quicker. You know, we can upload a movie overnight, no problem. Yeah, so, and basically you've got phone signal. You can watch whatever you want to watch on TV. I watched State of Origin last night. Yeah, go Queensland. So anyway, it's really good. We love it. It's worth the money. So yeah, so that's it for the Starlink.
Well, thanks everyone for watching this episode. We really appreciate your support, so give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe to catch our next adventure.
So we'll see you then.
See you then.
Bye.